Am I the asshole for freezing my boyfriend's card? Oh, I read car when I took the thing and I was like, how can you freeze a car? But no, freezing my boyfriend's card. I'd say, depending if it's willingly or not. If it's willingly, yes. If not, not. Let's go. My boyfriend grew up in a poor family and make decent money nowadays. But he is the only one with stable income in his family. My sister, 23, is a leech, but has a blind spot for her. But he has that blind spot for her. Okay, it's to help, so I will say no. She's irresponsible, totally anti-work. Why waste my time working when I can live, when you have to live your life? That kind of mind. Okay, like she's the definition of leech. Let's call her a god leech. And she despised me for kicking her out a year ago. During COVID, I let her move into my apartment, and while my boyfriend and I went camping for a weekend, she threw a huge party and trashed my place. Okay, you're kicked. Of course, my boyfriend took her side, but he didn't have any say in it. It was my apartment. Nowadays, she is straight up rude to me. She's always saying, "Can't wait till he breaks up with you." She puts his whole family against me. That's a lot. Like, try to figure out going out with that sister. There's so many red flags just in that. I hate her. It's enough for me to hate her. And Reaper, we start with a little bit of Am I the Asshole on Thursday, and then we go to Warframe. But we do like half an hour, 44 minutes. So yeah. No, you know it also, dear. Apparently my boyfriend still found everything in her life. She just has his car info and uses it without the limits. Cards info. Ooh. I got pregnant and the money got tight. I can't work as much anymore due to my health, so I started counting money, and it turned out I covered 70% of expense of our joint life. I had a talk with my boyfriend and we agreed we will go more 50-50. Turns out to meet the 50, he has to take overtime. He basically lives at work now. I had to renovate my spare room into a nursery on my own. But my boyfriend gave me his bank info so we can share the expense. I couldn't buy a thing with his card. Logged into his account and turned out his little sister spent over 3K on her stuff during the week. Talked about it with my boyfriend. He got annoyed with his sister, but told me to hold on a few days till his next paycheck comes. I basically had to pay for everything for that time again. I don't... How much blood does a leech has to take before you start saying no? Like, so the day of his paycheck came, and since day one, I could see money spent by his sister. I got annoyed and froze his card only to unfreeze it when I needed to pay for some baby things. My boyfriend didn't even notice it for a few days till his sister called crying. She is broke, she can't afford food, she's hungry, etc. He told her to just use his card and she said it doesn't work. He checked his account and saw I froze it. He made a massive argument about it, and I told him if I didn't do it, he would run out of money again. I also told him he works all the time, so I didn't have a chance to have a conversation about it. And instead of sponsoring the life of a brat, he should think about his own kid. I mean, how old is that man? I can't understand that part. I told him I don't want a husband who leaves me to do everything on my own without any help because he has to work for someone who never worked a day in her life. He told me then he would never be a husband of someone as selfish as I am. I told him if he wants to see me selfish side, I want him to give me back all the money I spent on him, even though he earns more than me, because I would like to go on a shopping spree like his sister does all the time. He called me pathetic and hasn't spoken to me since. I don't think I am in the wrong, but I might be blind. You're not. Honestly, I would like the fact that I would like to hear the opinions of a stranger. Okay, so Kim, you have moderator role. You're the one that is supposed to be keeping people in check. My butts are not even checking you when you use that F word. I love you. But here. Like, clearly she's not the asshole, and I'm very confused. I don't say you should not help a family member when it goes hard once in a while. Like, my brother loses job. He comes to me and he says, like, I need 3 months advance just to be able to find myself something more, something new, and like find a way to fix his life. I'm gonna be like, okay, fine. We have some like emergency funds. We'll help you. Tell me exactly like what you need, and we'll find a way for you to pay me back eventually. Like, that is something that makes sense. But just like acting as the paying one, I don't get. He is an asshole, but boyfriend's sister has probably mental health. Oh no, she's not an asshole. Yeah, exactly. Okay, clearly the sister is the source of all the problem here. I don't say you don't need to help your brothers and sister, but like letting them live their best life on. He is acting as the provider for someone he's not even living with. Like, yeah, I'll tell you what I would do in her place. This is if he's not there enough to understand that he's putting his marriage at risk at the moment. She could leave him. She's doing less money than he does, so she could ask for some what's the name of that thing? Child support. Receive a part of his money that would probably be bigger than what she gets already anyway, because like more than half of it goes to his sister. So like, I'm not sure the guy understands that no matter the way he goes there, like there's 3 ways he could go. He could become someone sensible and talk with his sister being like, it's done. Your Kardashian life, like your live easy and like live your best life and spend the money of your brother is now done, and you'll become a real human being from now on. Have the same responsibility of everyone. Second option, he can decide not to say that to his sister, and then that second option comes with 2 possible outcomes. OP decide that it's fine and she lived through it, and she won't. She's already like, she has it over her head at the moment. So there's a third option that is the second option for him. He will leave him. She will get to like take some money for child support straight from his salary, and he's losing. She has probable proof that this was happening for a long time. She can just like take all those bank account info and be like, that got spent by someone else. Like, this guy is not brilliant enough to understand where we are at the moment. Oh yeah, Ash, get away from this person and claim child support. Yeah, it's easy. Why would you procreate with a man like this? It's very harsh, a harsh way to say it. Yeah, he's married to his sister and doesn't sound like he had any intention to marry you. Like said above, definitely go for child support. You'll get it because he never will go without a job to support his sister. Yeah, so yeah, in specific case, you can sue for child support while living together. If he's not supporting you financially, because you can do that. You can get child support while living with someone. Try to figure out like the shitty kind of situation it puts you in. You live with someone that hates it because you just take a part of its salary, but it's not because he's willing to give it, just because like you're like, no, from now on I'm taking this. It makes no sense. And welcome in, Capon. How's it going, dear? She's not an asshole, but boyfriend's sister has probably mental health issue, which is sad. There's a lot that can happen in this. There's like 3 options up to my own POV that are like really able to happen here. That is a good point. This didn't come out of nowhere. They probably used baby to fix their problem. Oh, that's so sad. There's sadly a part of the problem that is clearly there. When the family tree is now a circle, and it backfired super bad. Like, the idea that is proposed here is not so bad. Like, tell him you're going to set up an account for baby expenses only. A portion of both your paycheck will be transferred there immediately after payday. If he doesn't agree, you need to start to get started on child support. Basically, if she was already spending 70% of their couple spendings, yeah, that's absurd. Give someone more than 16K a year in total, you need to file a gift tax return. There's that. Like, I love the fact that this person is probably working like with numbers or to earn her own life. But like, this is the kind of thing that rich people do. Like, they will get gift tax return, which basically will mean that this money will not be taxed at the very least. Which could probably bring a little bit back to the overall family. Unless, yeah, no, that's so dumb. That's so dumb. I don't. ES Ash. What does ES Ash mean? Ash? Is it just like ish? It's not that you're wrong for protecting your or your boyfriend's financial interests, but you can't go around freezing his card without telling him first. Which is, oh, if he gave her the keys, like, I think she would be entitled to do so, but she would probably need to sign a paper for that. OP, you need to just leave him, change the lock, and kick him out. Drag him through the coals of child support. Things will not get better if he can see your side of things right now. Yeah. Like, prepare yourself. And if he can't understand, like, if you have a very serious talk, a calm talk with him, and he can't get it, just run away, ask for child support. You'll get more anyway, and you'll be able to take care of your child and yourself. It's just going to be super sad because, like, understand that taking care of a child, for those who don't know it, just one, can be a full-time job. And not a 40-hour job. Like, you wake up at 4 sometime to put the baby on at sleep like at 8. And all this time, you need to basically take care of something. You have responsibilities. And if he does not understand that, like, having her at home because she's pregnant and because she's waiting for the first child, and then the first child's gonna come out, will be an hindrance for her ability to for herself to earn money. First off, he's stupid. Second off, like, he might not deserve a good mom. Not for him, like for the baby.